Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Glad you could join me today. Got some beautiful weather in Tennessee after that blooming ice storm got out of here. Man, it was something else. I'll tell you, been doing a little cleanup. But today, I want to talk about a couple of things. I watched the Bassmasters out of Guntersville. I love Guntersville. I don't care who's fishing it, whether it's MLF, Bassmasters, I don't care. I love Guntersville. And just a few takeaways from that tournament. We see that wasn't a forward-facing sonar deal. They had that cut out, of course, and they hit it at a good time. Water's cold. I've been down there when the water was cold, and I'm telling you, them fish down there, they don't act like that normal fish do in cold water. They'll get up, 4, 3, 2 feet deep sometimes, just according to what the water clarity is and all. And man, they come alive. Hank Cherry won it. And if you've seen one of my old videos that I put on about using a grub and how that was one of the most underutilized soft plastics we have, you can go back on my video list and you can see that video in there talking about a grub, a single-tail grub. And I love them. And the first thing he said when he won the tournament there, it felt like he was 10 years old again. Well, that's the way it feels using these old school lures. Some that we used when we were kids, and everybody was amazed that he used a grub. I'm not. I use them. I still use them, and they can catch some fish. And we see there down at Guntersville something that those fish have not seen. Actually won him the tournament. I was glad to see it for Hank. He had a bad tournament season last year. And he was due. I was glad to see Hank win that one. They go to Lake Martin down there this week. And, of course, the forward-facing sonar is going to be back in. And we'll see how it pans out. One thing we saw with the not using it on Guntersville was like old school times. That's what you used to have. Now I hear people put on different platforms about how well they're still got their back to you and they're looking at a screen. And no, they were moving about that boat. Matt Robertson was all over that boat when he was fishing. Stetson Blaylock was all over that boat while he was fishing, and Stetson actually come through that day before the final with a 7-pounder. I mean, that's just old school good fishing. And there's nothing said. You can talk to it till you're blue in the face. These fish are still where they are each and every season. They might learn that if at forward-facing sonars in there, but you can still catch fish and catch good fish, and during the seasons, just like they have since millennia. I mean, these fish, they come out deep. They're going to go to the bluffs. They're going to go to the end of the points. They're going to head back to the back of the creeks eventually. I don't care if you got forward-facing sonar from front to back on your boat. Bass act the same, and you can still catch them. This year, after looking at a few of the tournaments around here that's close to me and some that I've fished in the past, I'm going to go back to fishing some tournaments this year. I had double knee surgery a couple 3 years ago, and I'm fully recovered from that. Heck, I go to Planet Fitness a time or two a week if I can, and walk on the treadmill and just trying to keep my knees in shape. So this year, I'm going to fish some tournaments. I'm looking forward to it. If I have to use a forward-facing sonar, I'll do it. If I don't, I won't. That's just plain and simple. Yeah, I've got it. I don't hardly ever turn the thing on. I hardly ever do. I think maybe Last year, a buddy of mine, we fish all the time together. I could probably count on one hand the days that I actually turned that on and used it. I just don't use it. Still fish old school ways, up shallow and throwing a jig, and say what you want to. I don't care. I don't care. All that's past. We're done with it. But anyway, I'm going to fish a local series here. We'll be at Percy Priest and Old Hickory and Guntersville, Barren River up in Kentucky, and two times at Old Hickory, I believe it is. I got it written down. Then another series, we're going the local lakes around here again. I'll be fishing. I'm hoping to fish the volunteer bass trail and up at Watts Bar. I always like to fish Watts Bar and fish Bass Fest too. So I've got a pretty good schedule this year lined up to fish some tournaments, get back in it. At one time, I fished about 35 tournaments a year and got away from it. Like I said, my knees went down, my shoulders went down. I've had surgery on all of them, so I'm back. And whatever it takes to win, by golly, I'm going to do it. Say what you want to, I can take it. But, looking forward to it. Been shut up in the house. Boat's been shut up. Got it out yesterday, got it back in order. And we're going fishing. Probably go fishing one day next week. This weather holds up. It's supposed to rain for a couple of days after starting tomorrow. But, the tournament at Guntersville is proof positive that the fish can still be caught in the old school ways. Plain and simple. Look at what them boys was using. A couple of them was throwing a darn minnow, like shaking the minnow. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. But overall, the old school ways is what caught them fish at Guntersville. And say what you want to, them bass will still bite in the old school ways. So glad you come by. Subscribe to the channel. The algorithm is tearing me up right now. I just don't get very many views on stuff like I once did. Lost some subscribers. Hey, people come and go. But I hope you subscribe to the channel and come on back down to shop. I'm going to do some videos during my tournaments this year. I'm going to do some other videos too. So I appreciate it. Come on back and we'll do it again. Glad you come by.